Good morning, fellow humans, guys, girls, everybody. Hello. This is Rusty 78609 in his 16-foot luxurious travel trailer. I mean, I look around at all my wealth and I just don't know what to say. Nothing ain't bad, right? Anyway, I'm in Capitan, New Mexico at an RV park this morning at, hey Google, what's the temperature in Capitan this morning?
The temperature this morning in Capitan is predicted to be 72.
Oh, God. Hey, Google, what's the current temperature in Capitan, New Mexico?
The current temperature in Capitan is 61.
Thank you. That's better. Hey, Google, what's the temperature in Kingsland, Texas?
The current temperature in Kingsland is 77.
Whoa. That's my home base, or that's 8 miles from my home base in Central Texas. Anyway, hey Google, tell us a joke.
I wonder why dogs get mad when you blow in their faces. But as soon as you put them in a car, they stick their head out the window.
That's not a joke. Anyway, what else is going on today is, hey Google, what's the day and date? He didn't get that. Hey Google, what is the day and date?
It is Friday, the 1st of June 2018.
Correct. Anyway, guys, good Friday morning to you for all you guys that are working 5 days a week, Monday through Friday, the great American dream, and 2 weeks off in the summer to go take your kid to Wally World. Yeah, that's the way it is. But anyway, what else is happening here? We got a lot of comments. Let me see what the weather is here. It's, as usual, it's clear and no wind and cool. I mean, it's that way every day. I mean, they don't get many clouds here, I don't think. I mean, clouds are not exactly a big item here. But anyway, this is Sergeant Rock. He talks about he's a Florida boy, and he talks about wearing long sleeve shirts and stuff and taking care of his skin. So yeah, for all you youngsters, be aware that taking care of your skin when you're young will end up helping you out a little bit when you get old. You know, I had remember when my hair, I had a problem, I had what was it? Psoriasis on my head and my hair was falling out. Well, boy, it came back with abandon. I mean, my hair's thicker now than it was 5 years ago. Anyway, that's good. I got all my skin issues solved. I use CERAVE or CeraVe cream. Works great. You can get it at Walmart. This is Gerard on texting. Problem with texting is that you can't look a person in the eyes and tell them point blank you're a pisshead if someone is online. I tell them to shut it down, and have respect for the cashier who doing your merchandise. Anyway, he talks about not being able to face the people on you that are texting. Sergeant Rock, I have a nice dent in my tailgate because I unhooked a boat trailer without chocking the wheels first. I must admit I was surprised when the trailer lurched forward 6 inches and kissed my S10. It was a learning experience. That's amazing how it just takes one time to learn, isn't it? LD Husky on texting. After a lifetime of being annoyed by a ringing phone, I discovered texting. I love it. I love it. Ain't gonna give it up. LMAO. I don't know what that one means. Yeah, no, I hear you. Dertrixa, but it's a little bit complicated to talk by phone over the Atlantic. So I think in this circumstances, writing is a good way for me. Greetings from Germany. Yeah, good for you, Dertrixa. Good to hear from you. Kimberly Smiles, P959901, whatever that is. Boondocking, $10 a day for both water and electric. I'd probably overstay my welcome for a little while anyway. Always looking to save a buck. And as always, thanks for the ride. Well, you're welcome. This is on the tiny home Bear. How do you figure it's fully furnished? Actually, it isn't furnished. It's finished. And in the description, I tell you that I used the word furnished in the video, but I meant finished. Okay. So if you'll read the description, Bear, you'll get the point. A point in every direction is a perfect circle. Roy Shores, love your attitude from beginning to end and all in between. Looking forward to more. As soon as house sells in Nashville, I'll be out there too. As a 70-year-old vet, I'm ready for a change. Well, you'll get one. I hope it's for the better for you. John Bruce, this is texting. The thing about text is that a record is kept and receiving the info doesn't have to be on the spot. What is the difference between a phone answering message and a text? My fellow managers for our nonprofit use text constantly. Well, yeah, I'm not far against it. I mean, it's just a change is all I'm saying. I mean, it's just a change. I don't care whether you use them or not. Anyway, Brian Hansen. Hey, Rusty, a good flagship killer for a reasonable price, considering its spec, is the OnePlus 6. It has a camera with stabilization that rivals iPhone for $400 less. Free 2-day shipping, no tax, no interest for 6 months with PayPal for $529. I'm loving it. I think I checked on that, but I'll make a note of it. No, but I'm not sure I can use it with Verizon. OnePlus 6. I'll check it out, but I don't really want to spend $500 for a phone. I have to tell you the truth. I'm just going to use this one. The cracked glass doesn't bother me. I ain't watching anything on it. Young one, cool deal, yay, about my new little external speaker. I do like my little speaker. It works. Mabel Lane, I hear you, Mike Butterfield. Well, good. She can hear him. I can't. Mike Butterfield, and the cat's in the cradle and the silver spoon. Okay, but you can use my home base in Kingsland. And what are you talking about? And then, I guess. Anyway, Mike. Good morning, Joel Brown. Sorry your phone got broken since you only use the camera on the phone. What about buying a standalone camera? They're kind of pricey. You can buy another camera for that. I mean, yeah, another phone for that, rather. Grandma Patty, talk about being a dinosaur. I've never learned how to text. It's nothing to it. Really nothing. I don't like being stuck on a phone either, but I do love visiting with folks, although it's been a long time. Now that I'm having to raise little ones in my senior years, my time is extremely limited. I would love a nice visit with a friend without kids present. It's no picnic for the kids either, being stuck with old people. No, I understand that. Quid pro quo. Bill G 1527, group texts are the worst. 5 people's fingers flying with nonsense. I hear you, man. I hear you. This is Aloha XXX girl. Link to shower on Amazon, please. Oh, the shower surround. Yeah, if I can find it, I'll leave you a link. I got it from Amazon. Rattle it down. Texting, beautiful scenery. That's good. Mike Brandenburg. Does horse crap mean flies and smelly stuff? Wonder if there is a Blackwater dump. No. There is not a Blackwater. There are no dumps at BLM. Well, there's not at that one anyway. There is not a dump at that BLM for sure. Does horse crap stink? I guess if you stick your nose in it, it does. Anyway, we're moving on here, guys. Sonny Rattler, you got a long one here. I'll just read a couple of sentences about texting. I find that I text my family and friends multiple times a day. Wow, I don't text once a week, as opposed to once a week, month, birthday phone calls that people normally do. I text my mom a few times a day to keep totally in touch with her. Anyway, anyway, it says, how do I like Capitan? What have I been up to? Anyway, etc. So he's got a comment about his deal with texting. Thank you, Sonny. Pamela Chandler. Yep, I know what you mean on texting. It's sad. I have left messages on my son's phone. Sometimes they call back, sometimes they don't. Sad to me. I miss talking to people too. Well, it's just part of growing up, so all I can tell you. I'm just It's just another change. I'll just adapt. That'll be the end of that crap. Daryl Staten. Need a dash cam. Yeah, I probably do. Send me one, Daryl. P.O. Box 1501, Capitan, New Mexico 88316. Yeah, get a good one, though, not a cheap one. Roger St. Martin. Not only that, you can ask Alexa or Google to text for you. That's great. Daryl Staten. Now it is YouTube instead of the party phone lines. Yeah, it's true. Pamela Teehee. Texting, so true, Rusty. Anytime I'm around the younger people, whether family or friends and co-workers, they not only text, only stare, but stare at their phones while I'm talking. Yeah, it's amazing how many people are sitting texting, because I've gone in restaurants here. I didn't go into order. I just go in to check the menu and see what the prices are. And yeah, I'll see people sitting there at the table. There'll be a man and wife or boyfriend and girlfriend sitting across the table from one another, and they're both texting and not talking. But that's their business, not me. It says Pat Van Winkle, texting takes 20 seconds, talking takes 20 minutes. Most people are idiots, so I'd rather waste 20 seconds. Just decide if you called, Rusty, I would be glad to chew the fat. Well, that's good to know. Mike Butterfield, me too, Rusty. Tired of that 3, 4-digit, 2-digit dial. Joyce Venadale, long comment, I'll read a couple of sentences. Now this elderly man that is 70 years old, he knows what he's talking about, and he's right. You never know when the government might mess up things, and if you do have the money in your retirement that you have stayed up as a teenager up to the time you're retiring. Anyway, she's talking about the Social Security thing. I said take it at age 62, and that's what she's talking about. Steve Harmon, hey Rusty, I carry a concealed carry gun everywhere because I'm too old and fat to carry a cop. Do you know what the problems are with the tribal areas where you are? Thanks from a lover of your prolific post, Steve. I don't know of any tribal problems with any of the tribal areas around here. I haven't heard of any. Of course, I haven't been talking to everybody, but I've talked to several people, but I haven't heard a thing about it. Dan Fretzel, I doubt if your vocal cords will deteriorate. Okay, it's good to know. Steve Harmon, God bless you, Rusty, for saying what I think. He didn't like text either. Well, it's change, that's all. You know, change is always a little difficult, and the older you are, it gets a little more difficult. That's it. Kimberly Smiles, I have a good old-fashioned snail. I love good old-fashioned snail mail every now and again instead of email, and I don't really like texting, but do enjoy having conversations anyway. At least you've got a smartphone, so you're keeping up with current trend without having that at least. No, it's you know, it says if you decide to get a new smartphone, iPhone 8s, Samsung S9, the apps are great. Yeah, they are, but yeah, the S9 is about $800 or $900, and so I guess I don't know what the iPhone 8 is. They're all expensive. To get a phone now, it used to be you could get a very good phone for $200. Now they're $800 to $1,000, but they do a hell of a lot. I mean, see, that's what I meant yesterday when I said for me to have one of those phones would be like a dump truck hauling a spoonful of dirt, because I don't use 95% of the stuff that's available. Mike Brandenburg says, hello, is there anybody out there? No, there's not. Nobody here, Mike. Dreaming, I text a daughter and granddaughter. Do I like to text? No. This generation does not know how to carry on a conversation. Yeah, I've noticed that too. They're not very, they can't carry the conversation. They can participate in the conversation. In other words, if you throw out tidbits, then they'll pick those little bites up and say yes or no, or yeah, that could be, you know, that's all. But as far as initiating and continuing a conversation, it ain't happening much. Yeah, I remember. Mike Butterfield says, ring, ring, hello, do you have Prince Albert in the can? We used to do that. We'd call the grocery store, and then we'd say, you better let him out or he's going to suffocate. Bill Nolan, I never text. Main reason is I'm a terrible speller, but I do email a lot because of spell checker to make my emails readable. Good for you, Bill Nolan. Got two more. Jeff Foster, good evening, fellow humans. Good evening to you, Jeff. Shift into high, okay with text, and I am a baby boomer, NP either way. Yays talk every other time or so. Now, Rusty, you are getting crusty, LOL. Nope, it was the aliens from Roswell that came by to see you. Yes, I hate spending dollars on the phone. Kudos to the coolest man in Capitan. Okay, well anyway, guys, as far as getting another phone, this phone works. I mean, it's got some little spider cracks in the screen. Does that bother me? No. I thought about getting a really expensive phone. I looked at the Google Pixel XL, 128 gigs, max. There's $1,000 with that service plan that you could get with it, which, I'm not going to buy a $1,000 phone without getting a service plan. You can bet on it, because if I drop it, I don't want to say bye 10 Franklins, 10 $100 bills. No. I'd be physically ill for a month. So what else? I'll just linger along with this one until I can get one on eBay just like the one I've got for $85. We'll talk about that later. But anyway, guys, from Capitan, New Mexico, living in the RV park in a 16-foot RV, this is Rusty 78609 saying thumbs up, carpe diem, adios, bye-bye. Buy anything your little heart desires, anytime. But if you think about it, use the link to Amazon products in the description of all my videos. Why? Because I get a small commission and it doesn't cost you a penny. So if you want to do that, fine. If you don't worry about it. Some of you are and have, and I appreciate it. Thank you. What else? Drink plenty of water. 3 or 4 quarts a day will not hurt you. It's good for you. It will help you avoid gout, kidney stones, and will also help you lose weight if that's what you need or want to do. What else? Take deep breaths. Breathe in deeply, hold it for a few seconds, and then breathe out slowly several times a day. Why? That relieves stress, and relieving stress lowers your blood pressure. Is that good for you? Yes, it is. Very good. And what else? Stretch. Swing. Swing those arms. Keep loose. Take a walk. 2 or 3 times during the day if you can. If you can't, well then do something else. Keep your body in motion. And what else? Stand guard at the door of your mind, because what you let in are ingredients. Don't let negative Nancy or negative Ned get inside your head. This is your head. Think positive. Let in positive stuff. You'll sleep better. Your blood pressure will be lower, and everything will be fine. Don't let the talking heads get in there, because that's what they're working to do. And politicians too. What else? That's it, guys, from Capitan. Enjoy your Friday and enjoy your weekend coming up. We'll talk again later. Adios, amigos. Bye-bye.